up, guys? Welcome to episode 20, season 3 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me is a man who will strike first, strike hard, and have no mercy, Jmack Gaming. Are you muted again, Justin?
Fuck, man. Yes, I was. I said I was going to strike hard. I'm hard right
Stop
now.
muting yourself. You have a pay-per-view to do. You can't be muted.
I muted so I could take a drink of my my water.
Oh,
I didn't want to slurp down any liquid on you didn't need to hear me go.
how professional.
Exactly. Jen, we are here for No Mercy, which was previously known as Unforgiven.
No mercy.
No Mercy. The second of three Raw exclusive pay-per-views per year. We are here live, Chad. We are here live at the Izod Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey for No Mercy. You can see the card down here. We'll go over it later. Last year's Unforgiven was a mega show at the HSBC Arena. It led off with Taker and Del Santo. We saw Lesnar and Orton defeat Austin and Kane. We saw King Iakea defeat Major Stash. Mark Henry defeated Scott Norton, Kid Cash, PJ Black. American Dragons defeated Road Rage TNT in the ICP. Who could have forgot that? That was the SmackDown Tag Division right there, buddy.
Yeah, who could forget that?
What a dark time. The Rock defeated Shawn Stasiak to win the belt. Mystico won the retained the light heavyweight championship, and Triple H defeated Eddie Guerrero to retain his WWF SmackDown World Heavyweight Championship. But we got a big show ahead of you here. We got 8 matches, which now include the Big Boss Man Sean Daivari match here tonight, Chad. Let's look at the predictions here, Chad. Last month for June, you did very bad. You went 2-6. You did
not great.
You did very bad for King of the Ring. Can you redeem yourself here? You are now 34-26, 8 above 500. Let's see if you can do any better tonight. You think?
I can, and I will.
What match are you excited for the most on this card, Chad?
A lot. I mean, I think it's Alex Wright Rock is going to be super cool.
All right, let's get into the show. We got a couple pre-show matches here. Joey Matthews losing to Kishi in 15-20 by thrust kick. Big win for Kish here. How do you feel about Big Kish and his big thrusting?
Oh, this big ass.
What do you think about his big ass?
Oh, I think it's this is a Firehouse singles match.
Yes, you remember that? Former tag team of the year, Firehouse.
Yeah, Firehouse.
And our other pre-show match, Bryan Danielson defeats Ricky Steamboat in 13:43 by cattle mutilation. Bryan Danielson getting a big win over Ricky Steamboat.
Huge.
No, nothing out of Chad there. He's got no thoughts of that match right there.
It's a dragon versus dragon.
We start off this show, Chad, with Mike Tenay going over the card, including that major main event later tonight. But we start off with Kurt Angle taking on Jushin Thunder Liger, Chad. Your first one of the night. Liger, Angle. We've seen Angle and Mark Henry get in the business and attack Liger and Muto the last few weeks. Who do you got in this one?
I'm going to go Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. Chad's going to go Kurt Angle to start off. No Mercy in a 93 match. Kurt Angle taps out Jushin Thunder Liger in 21:32 by an ankle lock. What a match this was.
Yeah. What a match.
Sensational wrestling. Great heat. These two guys can absolutely work. And Kurt Angle, the wrestling machine, gets another big win. I don't think he's ever had a world title shot in the save. Is it time for Kurt Angle to get one?
I think so.
That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Never had one. We move on.
Unequivocally bonkers, Justin.
Chad, don't look. Who wins? Daivari or Big Boss Man?
I'm not looking. I say Big Boss Man.
Oh, Daivari wins, you dummy.
Oh.
What a
At least now you know I wasn't cheating. I'm a man of honor.
What a flounder. Chad had it right in his hands and he loses. Wow.
I'm not going to cheat.
All right. Well, our next match is Mark Henry and Kaiji Muto. Chad, who do you got in this one?
I'm going to go with Mark Henry.
You think Henry?
I think Henry's going to beat Kaiji Muto.
Well, Chad, in a bout that's superb wrestling and great heat, Mark Henry gets the big win over Kaiji Muto in 14:48 with the death from above. It gets an 89. Got the match. It got the crowd hotter. Kaiji Muto had a great he's benefiting from a hot new move. What a match this was. Wow indeed. The crowd is up at its feet, and now it's time to bring them back down, and time to go down memory lane. Memory lane, Lenny Lane makes his way down to the ring. It's Lenny Lane, JBL, and Buff Bagwell. A triple threat for the European Championship. Chad, who do you got?
Lenny Lane.
No, why Lenny Lane? Let me hear your thought process on this.
I just don't think Buff Bagwell's going to win, and I like him more than I like Gibbles.
Gibbles
no
and
one
Bits?
named Gibbles is going to be a champion.
Well, you are right. In a decent match, Lenny Lane pins both JBL and Buff Bagwell and makes this defense number 4 of the European Championship, Chad.
Oh, yeah.
What a match that was. What a match indeed.
It was something, all right.
This pay-per-view has stunk so far.
We'll get there. Listen.
Oh, it's got there.
It's got there.
The Rock and Alex Wright, Chad.
This one might be this one might kick me in the ass, but I'm gonna go with my heart over my gut, and I'm going to say you picked Alex Wright to beat The Rock.
Alex Wright, the smug, up-and-coming punk ass, taking on the former WWF World Heavyweight Champion, The Rock, last year's Wrestler of the Year. He was just champion 3 months ago, and he's going one-on-one with Alex Wright. And Chad, in an 87, The Rock defeats Alex Wright in 1936.
Ooh.
Now I'm gonna peel the layers back right here, Chad.
Yeah.
In the prediction sheet, I wrote you down as a win here when you predicted Alex Wright because I meant to put Alex Wright to win this match.
Oh, you fucked up.
Fucked up.
Oh.
Now that's very unfortunate.
That's a big fuck up too.
Very big.
Wow.
Oh well. That sucks. Oh well.
That does suck.
Pretend Alex Wright won this match. And The Rock, who's beaten and battered, he puts his arm out to shake his hand. And Alex Wright, again, slaps him and leaves the ring.
Oh, wow. What a bastard.
What a bastard. No, boy.
Oh, speaking of bastards, here we go.
So technically,
it's the rat bastard himself.
Technically, you are 3-2 going into the 6th match of the night. The Rat Boys, Edge and Christian. The winner of this match will move on to SummerSlam next month to fight for the Raw Tag Team belts. Chad, I think I know where you're going with this, but I have to ask as a good co-host.
Rat Boys.
Well, in a 94, the match of the night. I like how you automatically just go straight to the victor. You don't wait until I announce it. Like, I haven't talked about this match yet, and you're like, boo.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
It's all good.
Match of the night so far.
Match of the night, Edge and Christian do defeat the Rat Boys when Edge pins the weak link, the Big Rig Fig.
At least we can all agree that he is the weak link.
Yeah, he got a 67. Everyone else had an 89, 88, 98. So he's kind of. When does Chad Collier kick the big rig fig to the curb?
Who knows?
Probably never. But
He's a rat, so it could be any day.
Could be any day, but a big win for Edge and Christian here. They will take on CM Punk and Ace Steel for the first time at SummerSlam. And now we get our co-main event of the night, Dean Malenko against the new father of the year, PJ Black, Chad. Who do you got?
I think he's going to win it for his baby. I think PJ Black is going to become Intercontinental Champion.
Well, you are right. In about that, superb wrestling and great heat, PJ Black defeats Dean Malenko 1951. The injuries were just too much for Dean Malenko to overcome, and PJ Black wins the United States Intercontinental title, not the United States belt. PJ Black, in 1 year, has now become a United States champion and an Intercontinental champion. The first one to get a belt on both brands.
Look at PJ Black. And he's the father of the year.
And he's the father of the year, and he's married to the boss's daughter.
Yeah, people say the future is bright, but to me, it looks like the future is black.
Yes, sir.
It should be a t-shirt.
And they celebrate in the ring. PJ Black, he does it for his baby boy. Ooh, and we move on to our main event now, though, Chad. Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar taking on Triple H and Shawn Stasiak. This is history. You know, there's bad blood between all of these guys. All right, Triple H, Brock Lesnar, they're fighting at SummerSlam. Shawn Stasiak got put on the shelf for 8 months by Brock Lesnar last year at SummerSlam. Randy Orton hates Shawn Stasiak. We saw on Monday Night Raw, Tyson laid out Stasiak with a right hook. Chad, who wins this match?
This is tough because I think both teams you could say both teams should win, but I'm going to go Triple H and Stasiak.
Triple H and Stasiak. Chad says Lesnar's historic run is ending tonight in a tag match.
Oh, it is for the belt, isn't it?
No, it's a tag match. What do you mean it's for the belt?
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay. Well, you said his historic title run was gonna end.
I said his historic run. He's never been beaten in WWF.
Right. Okay.
Lesnar and Orton win though. In the fuck do you? Yeah, let me end Brock Lesnar's fucking undefeated streak in a tag match on a B pay-per-view.
I mean, listen, crazier things have happened.
Yeah, like Big Boss Man defeating Daivari.
Right.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar and Orton. Lesnar's now 46-0. Stasiak and Triple H are big. I mean, they did their best here. It was an unbelievable match, a 99. But Randy Orton eventually gets the win when he punts Shawn Stasiak in the mouth.
Wow, Shawn Stasiak, man, how the mighty have fallen.
What do you mean the mighty have fallen?
I'm just saying he's looking not looking as invincible as he used to be.
He has been in a year-long feud with the only man in the company that hasn't lost.
What?
What the fuck do you mean?
Maybe you should go feud with somebody who can lose.
Come here, Ice Train.
Go feud with Big Boss Man.
Hey, Sonny Siaki, get over here. And Future Shock stands tall to end the show, a 97. This did a lot better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Holy moly. I mean, this was a hell of a run right here. I mean, we only had 2 bad matches. I think that the Triple Threat European belt and Daivari and Big Boss Man were the only down spots of this show. But even that right there, Lenny Lane, was a 67. That's nothing to slouch at for Lenny Lane and Buff Bagwell. But everything else blew or above, basically.
Yeah.
Match of the night. I'd say Edge and Christian and Rat Boys. I think that was probably the match of the night. You don't expect Chad Collier to get 94s.
I mean, listen, I do.
I think the disappointment was probably Alex Wright Rock.
You forgot to book it right.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't forget. You meant to. You accidentally did it wrong.
That's gonna stunt Alex Wright's pop a little bit. His little push. That's frustrating. Because who would have known where he would have been at the end of this month if he beats The Rock?
Right.
Oh well, I'm gonna keep booking like he did beat The Rock, so it doesn't matter.
All right, cool.
All right.
Well, then, can I have my point for the booking then?
No.
I called it.
No.
Oh, but you said you marked it that I got it.
Yeah, but I unmarked it. Chad, you went 4-4 this month. You went 500, which is, you know what? That's what I expect out of you. Completely average.
I'm average.
You're 38-30 through this year. That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Speaking of things that don't matter, we'll see you for Bash of the Beach in about 20 seconds. Leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me your favorite beach moment.
Oh.
My favorite beach moment.
And we are here at Bash at the Beach. We are in Miami, Florida, Justin. Justin, do you have your sunscreen applied? And did you make sure you waited a half an hour before swimming after you ate a big meal? Because we are at Bash at the Beach.
No, I want to look as red as fuck after this show.
Oh, okay.
I want to get sunburnt.
Well, that's bad. Getting sunburned is bad for your skin.
Let's go.
You want to know what happened at last year's Battle of the Bash at the Beach? Oh, you beat me too. You're already
Yeah, I'm already ahead of you. Let's look. Chad, you opened up with Rey Mysterio and RVD defeating Nash and Steiner. We saw Best of the Best defeat Too Cool. Daniels defeating AJ Styles to win the Cruiserweight Championship. Dean Malenko defeating Alex Wright and Steven Regal in a triple threat match. Nicole Bass and Ken Shamrock defeating Hulk Hogan and China.
No, Hulk Hogan and Stallone feuding in
I told you.
this year too.
Yeah, that's the only feud you can do with those two. Scott Hall defeating Sensei Savage to win the Global Championship. Raven defeating Canyon to retain the United States Championship. Goldberg and Taz went on. They did a match. Sting and DDP defeated the Hardys and Bret Hart and Owen Hart. You didn't do the Battle Bowl this year, Chad.
Oh, I forgot.
And your main event last year is Steiner defeating RVD, who did double duty. Scott Steiner did, and RVD did. Interesting. All right, let's get into the show, Chad. We're here in Miami, Florida for Bash of the Beach.
We have Justin's pre-show match that he made, a decent pre-show match. Sid Vicious. Oh no, Hardcore Holly. Sid Vicious defeated Hardcore Holly with the powerbomb.
Sid Vicious now in line for the Hardcore Championship.
Yeah, true. And now we've got a battle royal to determine the new 24/7 champion in a pre-show bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat. Davey Boy Smith won a battle royal.
Yeah.
Look at that. Justin, Davey Boy Smith, with the most prestigious title of his career, wins the 24/7 title.
Chris Hero was the final elimination.
Huge. And we start the show off with a 99 overall match.
Jesus.
And in an exceptional match, Chris Benoit defeats Minoru Suzuki with a Dragon Suplex and makes defense number 5 of the WCW United States Heavyweight title, Justin.
What a fucking banger to start Bash of the Beach.
We start off hot with a 99, Justin, and we're only going to go up from here. Chris Benoit holds up his title. What a run for Benoit so far. We've got China defeating Beth Phoenix with a sleeper drop.
Ooh, what the hell's a sleeper drop, Chad?
She drops you on your head while also putting you in a sleeper. You're going to get knocked out one way or another.
I really thought Beth Phoenix was going to win this match.
Well,
just the way it was booked recently, I thought Beth had it. She could have easily used this win here.
Could have, but China is the best. So, China takes the microphone. She says, I'm going to be watching that women's championship match closely because I want my belt back.
Huh.
Huge.
Interesting.
Justin, we've got another tag team match. Lodi and Shark Boy versus Too Cool. In a decent match, Too Cool defeats Lodi and Shark Boy when Grandmaster Sexay pinned Lodi with the Tennessee Jam.
All that time and effort to get into the party just to shit the bed when you get there?
Man. What's next?
You get to the party and you piss yourself and you have to leave?
You have to leave.
That happened. That happened to me before.
Oh no!
I know exactly where they're coming from.
Been there.
Been there, done that, Lodi.
That's okay. You remember the drunken stumble? I was in rare form. And in a decent match, Debbie Malenko defeated Queen Charmel to win the WCW Women's title, Justin.
Chad, can I point something out?
Yeah.
I feel like you're rushing through this card. There's like no pizzazz behind it. You're not like
not rushing through it at all.
You're not building up the matches or anything. You're not just like you're just reading the screen.
Oh, okay. I'll do better.
Yeah. Be proud of what you've booked and throw some, and try to sell it. Yeah, try to sell the show, the card to the people watching.
Debbie Malenko with her women's championship belt around her waist. She's celebrating as China's music comes out and she walks down the ramp. And that's RVD's music. They've played the wrong music.
Fire the guy in the back.
Ted Turner is firing a guy in the back as we speak. But China, Justin, is staring down the new women's champion, Debbie Malenko. She wants her belt back, and now she has to go through Debbie Malenko to get it.
Well, she's got to go through Queen Charmel first. She gets her rematch clause.
Maybe. We don't really do rematch clauses in WCW. They're not guaranteed here. Justin, we have the Tough Enough elimination match, and Justin, Shelton Benjamin has been to 2 of these now, and in true Combat Kid fashion. And the kid, you can't keep Shelton Benjamin down because Justin, Ken Anderson is the second Tough Enough rookie eliminated from the competition.
That was good enough.
Shelton Benjamin defeated Ken Anderson with the magic carpet ride.
Thunder now up 5-3 on Tough Enough guys.
Yeah, they're dropping like flies. And we've got the television championship match. Jeff and Stardust. Stardust has been trying to get into mind games with Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy, he's been trying to play it cool, just, trying to just settle it in the ring. And so they wrestled in and about that had great heat and good wrestling, Justin. Jeff Hardy defeats Stardust with that dastardly Texas Cloverleaf to win his first ever WCW television championship.
Jeff Hardy. Damn good. What a match. What a match. This match got the crowd hotter, and me, I'm also hotter now.
Worked out.
I'm torqued up right now. Good for Jeff Hardy. Congratulations to the new TV champion, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah. Justin, we see the lights go off.
It's Taker.
When the lights come back on, standing, Justin, in the... I was going to say the rafters, but they're at a beach. Standing on top of a pavilion, hovering above the beach. Justin, we have...
Standing on top of the lifeguard tower.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, standing on top of the lifeguard tower, you hear Tony Schiavone yell, "It's Sting!" Justin, Sting is back from injury.
He tore his ACL at Rising... Was it Rising Sun or was it Star Kid? Star Kid.
It was Rising Sun because he lost to Lex. He beat Lex Luger.
He tore his ACL at Rising Sun and he's back already?
Yeah, he's
like 3 months.
Iron Man. Sting's incredible, man. Sting's a machine.
Tore my ACL out for a good year. What the fuck?
Sting. I've never tore my ACL. Justin, so this
wait,
match,
where the fuck is Kidman?
Yeah, I know what you're... Yeah, so Juventud gets in the ring, and Kidman's music never... He plays, but it never comes out. And it's like that for like a good 5 minutes. And Juventud, he grabs the microphone and he says, "Well, it looks like if Kidman's not here, then it looks like I win by forfeit. Give me my belt." But AJ Styles' music hits and they book it on the fly. AJ is now filling in for the absent Billy Kidman. And in a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat, Juventud did still manage to defeat AJ Styles with the Dragon Suplex and wins, Justin, the WCW Cruiserweight title.
Is that Juventud's first one?
I believe this is Juventud's first time holding the Cruiserweight belt.
Wow, good for him. Former, number one contender for the Universal belt. Now he's a Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles can't get it done.
Justin, we've got the Planet Ahmed versus the Outsiders and Bret Hart. Bret Hart and the Outsiders, they show up in the ring. What three members of Planet Ahmed is it going to be? Well, of course, it is the tag team champions, Ahmed and Big Daddy V. And it looks like D'Lo Brown is going to be out there, but D'Lo actually goes to the back, and Monty Brown is the third guy.
Oh.
And in a good match, Justin, Ahmed, Monty Brown, and Big Daddy V defeat Bret and the Outsiders when Big Daddy V pins Scott Hall with a big splash.
Damn. Scott Hall was like one of the worst guys in this match.
Yeah, well, he's getting older.
Yeah, all of these guys are getting old. All these guys are pretty old.
Well, you know what's not getting old? Planet Ahmed getting a win. And we have, Justin, speaking of guys who are getting old, the Thunder Tag Team title match. Owen Hart and Raven, who still don't have a team. Maybe we'll do that later on. Taking on the Tap Out Crew, Vader and Ken Shamrock. And Justin, this match was hard-hitting. It was very aggressive. And it looked like Owen was about to looked like he had Vader and the sharpshooter. And right as he was about to tap out, Ken Shamrock runs in and kicks the referee right in the dick.
Right in the cock?
Right in the cock. And everyone's like, what the hell? What was that for? The announcers are like, but then they realize why he did it. The referee gets up and disqualifies Vader and Shamrock, Justin. Owen and Raven win the match, but Tap Out Crew will keep the Thunder Tag Team belts.
Hell yeah. What a match. No right to get a 90.
And yet it did. We've got a first blood match, Samoa Joe versus Steven Regal, and in a bout that had good wrestling and great heat. This match, they beat the hell out of each other all over the beach. Like they roll out of the ring, they were fighting in the crowd. Samoa Joe and Regal, they went to like the food court and they fought at the food court. So they walked past some dude who was buried in the sand. They fought all of us. They fought in the water. Samoa Joe grabbed some dude's surfboard and bashed Steven Regal in the head with it.
Bonk.
Steven Regal, he took a bunch of sand and threw it in Samoa Joe's eyes, and then pulled out brass knuckles and punched Samoa Joe. They were just trying to see who could make each other bleed, and they just went beating after beating after beating. But at the end of the day, Justin, it was Samoa Joe who was able to make Steven Regal bleed and make defense number 2 of the WCW Universal title.
Yes. What a match this was. Unfortunately, there are 2 notes at the Road Agent report. These 2.
Oh, did they both get hurt?
These 2 do not click that awkward chemistry.
Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame.
And...
oh my God! Why does this keep happening to my champions?
The young Professor Rick Martel informs you that Samoa Joe broke his arm in a terrible beach accident.
He broke his arm, but he still didn't bleed. Samoa Joe holds his Universal title high with a broken arm. What a man.
Oh, wow. Great chemistry.
We go to our other World Championship match, Rey Mysterio versus Shawn Michaels. And in a bout that had sensational wrestling and fantastic heat, Justin, Shawn Michaels defeated Rey Mysterio with Sweet Chin Music, and Shawn Michaels wins the WCW World Heavyweight title.
Yep. Should be Shannon Moore, but yep.
Oh, Shannon Moore got hurt. Listen.
Blessing in disguise.
Possibly.
I don't want to say that about anyone getting hurt.
And now we've got, before we go to this segment though, Justin, we got the volleyball brawl. Yeah, Shawn Michaels is celebrating in the ring for this championship. Team Hogan gets into the ring, right? And they're getting ready to start this match. Team Sylvester Stallone show up, and they're down one guy. Mike Awesome isn't there, Justin.
No, typical Mike Awesome.
And Sylvester Stallone, he says,
probably at the
"Listen,
bar."
You know what?" He says, "Listen, Hogan, I see your team. Don't worry, we're still competing, but I had an announcement to make. This morning I finalized a trade, a talent trade with the Alliance. You see, and you know, here's the thing: we were able to work out this blockbuster trade. We traded Mike Awesome to Japan."
To the country.
To New Japan Pro Wrestling for this guy. And then, Justin, the music that plays is none other than the music of Bill Goldberg. Bill Goldberg, Justin, is on Thunder, and he is facing off against Team Hogan. He's the final member of Team Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
And in a good match, Matt Hardy, Abyss, Goldberg, Chris Candido, and Shane Helms defeated Rob Van Dam, Mick Foley, Canyon, Bubba, and Devon when Goldberg pinned Bubba Ray. This was not an elimination match, Justin. So Goldberg was able to get the win for his team when he pinned Bubba Ray with a spear.
Wow. Goldberg was just enough to push this team of misfits over 3 main eventers and the Dudleys.
A very inspirational story.
Mick Foley, best in-ring performance out of anyone in this match.
Well, you know what? That's because Mick Foley is great.
Yes, he is.
I look forward to see what happens moving forward. But Justin, speaking of what happens moving forward, Hulk Hogan and Sylvester Stallone, they're in the ring. Because listen, they were told that there were big stakes to this match. So they're in the ring, and then all of a sudden, Justin, they get a message. The Titantron is there on the right above the ramp, and it is a message from none other than Ted Turner, and he says, "Hogan and Sylvester Stallone, you both are hereby relieved of your general manager duties."
Oh, get fired at the beach.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan and Sylvester Stallone, Justin, they're fired.
What a cliffhanger here at Bash of the Beach, Chad.
Yeah.
The fuck? Who's going to be the new GMs?
Have to wait and see.
A 90.
And Bash at the Beach gets a 90. It was the tough enough segment, I think, that really fucked us.
I think if you just didn't have the volley brawl, you just reversed the match order, you would have been fine.
Well,
WWF and WWF, another one for the good guys. You haven't won a pay-per-view all year.
that's okay. Listen, we'll get there eventually. Listen,
I hope. I'm pulling for you, Chad. I want competition.
Bash at the Beach, I think it was a good show. We left on a big cliffhanger.
That is true. That is true.
WCW has no general managers right now.
Probably for the best. As we saw in our recap from before this, that, you know, Hogan and Stallone were fighting last year too. So I'm probably for the best that they're just gone, you know.
What is going to be the fallout? Who's going to be the general manager of either brand? What happens now that Samoa Joe broke his arm?
Yeah, how long is he out?
Shawn Michaels is world champion, and Justin, what a ride we have in store for us. What happened to Billy Kidman? Why wasn't he here? Who knows?
I don't know, but I need some sleep. We'll see you for episode 21, August 2001. We're on the road to SummerSlam, baby.
Good time.